Welcome to Let's Go Indigo. I'm your host, Isaac Holtz, and on a good day, Indigo Ike. Today I want to talk about AI. There are a lot of facets of AI, but the one that I want to touch on is how it might relate to development and how it might affect each of us and our different areas of our lives and wherever they might be at the developmental scale. So AI, there's probably some debate about this. You could say it's a orange modern technology. You could make a case that it's a green postmodern technology, maybe even a teal integrative technology. Whatever the case, it's at least orange. And so this model, this AI, generally this technology, is operating. It's been built, it's been designed, it's an artifact that has been made by orange or green or teal consciousness. And let's just for this video, we'll say orange. And so it's a very logical system. It makes errors. It actually makes the errors because it's statistically giving its best answer. And most of the models tend to just present it as truth. And as I understand it, because when the models would say this is most likely the case, people didn't like it or didn't trust it. So the developers tend to just have the AI respond as if this is the case. Oh, like it's very sure. Setting that aside, when it gives an answer, and it's most of the time, and it's getting better and better, it's fairly accurate. It still makes plenty of mistakes, but let's say it just in generally is reproducing what the creators, let's say they're orange, intended, and it gives an orange answer. It gives a rational answer. And so what the case that I want to make is that when each of us, let's say we interact with an LLM, a large language model, and as I understand it, a lot of people are using the LLMs as a kind of therapy or advice or a trusted opinion. And when you do that, you get, let's say, you get that orange answer. You get a very logical answer. And so what I want to suggest in this video is that the parts of ourselves that are below orange, if they're magenta or red or amber, then that interaction between your consciousness, which for that part of you, if it's operating at an earlier developmental stage, maybe could be selfish, not in a bad way, but selfish or individualistic, or even the amber kind of you might have a group or concrete operational thinking. Anyway, that friction that happens between that part of you and the orange answer from the AI and this dialogue or this interaction, your mind may throw out the answer. It may incorporate or take in the perspective of the orange AI. That will generally bring up your consciousness. And if there's a part of you that is truly green or teal or turquoise or indigo, when you interact with an orange AI, it could actually lower your consciousness, so to speak. The dialogue with an orange language model won't quite be what you really, really want. And so in that case, AI can, quote unquote, bring you down. And it may not feel like the kind of dialogue you really do want. And so I'm interested in what you think about this, your experience. But I would suggest that if the parts of you that are very, very developed, you will still find the most benefit from talking to humans who are also fairly developed, and the average mode of discourse will be much higher than an AI can give you, and the parts of us that are in the earlier developmental stages, will rise up. It'll feel like, oh, yeah, I never thought of it that way. Or, I didn't like that answer, but it might be right. So try this out. Think about this. And I just kind of want to just introduce this idea as sort of an average mode of discourse that can happen based on the two people interacting with each other. This happens with humans. If you're talking to somebody who's amber and you're at green, the average mode of discourse, it may fall apart, but it may reach somewhere in the middle. And with AI, wherever you fall, whether it's really high up or really down low, your consciousness may eventually, if it incorporates the perspective of the possibly just orange AI, it may bring it up, or it may bring it down, at least temporarily. Anyway, let me know what you think. Put a comment below, reach out to me, and let's start the discussion.